Guys. Let me adjust the mic a little. Welcome to a new episode. Uh, yeah, not much to talk about. Let's start the game. Last time I think we got a letter from the Elder in Chief. He was angry with us because we solved some of his problems, and now we we're here. We need to make it to the chief here. Uh, and like I think we got the golden chest and did the puzzle. There's still this one puzzle left that I might come back to later on, but for now let's just move over.
Yesterday, mantle of fresh snow today. Got a blow before too long, bring a rush down. Oh, gold up a shile ma's ass. Braving the snow in those mega courts, are ye? Truly. Thought yourselves here for a spell afore moving on.
Thank you.
Oh.
Okay, there's a puzzle right here. How do I get there? I get there through here. So let's go there. There's a notice board, which is good. And let's go. Hello, creature. Okay, the fact that Elder Brover Hoog has finished spring cleaning did not mean the passage was safe. Off the beaten track, amidst icy, windswept ruins, beast yet skulked, eager to ambush naive travelers who stayed too far from the road. Okay, the objectives are eliminate both the reckless and shrewd vampires, do not let any more of your soldiers get seeds, use your leader's ability. I don't know if we'll be able to do this as well, but let's give it a try. So they took my Wagenburg. Every tutor seize the highest unit on the opposite row and move it to your allied row in the rightmost position. If there are already 4 units there, move the leftmost allied unit to the opponent's side. Every 2 turns on turn start, seize the lowest unit on the opponent, move it to your allied ranged row in the rightmost position. If there are already 4 units there, return the leftmost allied unit to the enemy side. Okay. What does this do? Give 1 charge to the card on the right. Boost this unit by 5. What's the hero's ability? Boost an ally by 4 and give it 1 armor. Then trigger all allied world abilities. Boost a unit by 10. Okay, let's start. This is gonna take the highest unit, which is gonna be a puppet. So let's end the turn. This is gonna take the lowest unit. So let me boost this by, and let me boost this. Enter. Oh no. So I have to make sure that they are boosted correctly. So the highest and lowest units need to be puppets. Let's use this to boost this unit, making it the highest unit, and let's also have an 8 guy. Enter. We can increase this unit's power to make it 15. And this will take the puppet. And now this is gonna take the highest unit. Okay. Okay, I don't know what I need to do. Like the highest and lowest units on the opposite row. Cool. Is there any way I can bring them down? I don't think so. No, let's play this unit now. Turn. Uh, so let's increase these 2 units by the appropriate amount, and let's play this unit, and let's play I think like it's gonna take the highest, so let's do this unit and enter, and now it's gonna take the lowest unit, which is gonna be this unit, enter, and now we move this unit here, which gives it 4, and then we attack, killing the vampires. It's a nice balance of going up and down, up and down. Oh. The Workers' Commission has determined that the nasty stench floating around the Crag Pass coal mine is not, in fact, a farta. Falters or otherwise. Thank you. But is caused by methane fumes. As a result, please heed the following: do not enter the mine until the stench is cleared. Under no sun, do not come within 30 paces of mine's entrance with a flame. Apologize to Volta for any inconvenience you've caused her. Hoo-hoo-ha. Let's keep moving. And let's look at a map again. Seems like there's another battle here with the dragon or somebody. Let's first let's first do the battle, because I already have high morale. Suddenly, a piercing shriek came from above. Giving no chance to react, a large creature swooped down from the sky and plucked up an unfortunate infantryman. His blood was spattered across the snow, leaving a crimson trail straight to the beast's nest. Okay. Whatever happened to my... Let's hide the cards and see. There's a folktale. Permanently on non-start, spawn a harpy on each side of the unit. After 4 turns, consume the lowest unit. I need to kill this unit. I don't know how, but I need to. Let's remove this card for now. And this and this. And maybe one of this. That is a lot of people. Let's start with a rider. Because why not?
Naturally. At once.
And let's try this. Oh no. What about this? We got a doggo and
Catch!
we got a fire person, and this should have been like, let's damage these units by 4, which will bring in 1 more units. 9. Let's enter. What does this do? Move a random ally to the row and boost all units on the row by 4. What else can I do? Okay, let's play this card.
Again and again and again.
So that we can call 1 more unit after this turn. Let's call 1 more unit, who is also a drummer for some
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
and Gascon. Why not?
And just when you thought things were about to get dull.
And then let's use this unit.
Have it the white of an eye from half a league away.
Gascon can get, I don't know, more yeah. And I think we can kill this unit now, the harpy. Yep. And this should be enough. Like, might pass the next turn, I guess. Yep. Let's see if we can like remove cards we don't need. I don't think they're going to do any row effects, so let's remove this card. Darn it! And let's remove the forager. Okay, let's start with the rider.
Yes?
And then let's move on to this guy.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow, and a time to die.
So what I'm doing is I'm waiting for all of these to hatch so I can attack all 4 power units at the same time. Okay, let's use this card right now so we have enough time
Sod
for
it.
this card to
Sod
actually
it all.
give me a card, if that makes sense. What else? Yeah, let's patch the... No, now is not a good time. Actually I can do this, I guess. Which is fine, I guess. And turn. And now...
Bigger they are, easier they are to tug.
Big boys. This guy, and this guy. I need to kill this unit, I forgot about it. Let's end the turn though. That's a lot of power. Yeah, I have one more turn, so let's put... Actually, let's put our beloved
For you, pal! Anything!
guy here and damage 2 units. One is going to be... Let's damage just 1 unit. This guy. And then, I don't know. Let's kill the cocktail, I guess. Try to kill the cocktail. Let's also do this. I don't know if this will cause me damage. It did. Let's end the turn, I guess. Okay. I can use this card in my 3rd playthrough. Yeah, I think I'm good with passing for now. Let's start by letting this
I smell a leak.
What else can we do? We can damage everybody with the fiery roll by 5, but let's do that then. Let's play our Pathfinder cards because they'll need some time to actually
Don't buy this.
have units, I guess. And let's damage these two harpies. Yeah, let's end the turn. One more Pathfinder.
Cursed traitors.
Yeah. I didn't want to target the eggs, but having like units here get damaged later on will be helpful. What else can we do? Let's use this unit.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Transfer this guy, and this guy down here. Let's end the turn. Okay, I got a doctor. Let's bring in more people from upstairs. This guy, sorry, this guy, and this guy. Okay, yeah, that's end the turn for now. Okay, what else can I do? I have a doctor. I also have blood. Let's start with the doctor.
What do you want of me?
Medic, which gives me this unit.
Left,
which I can
right,
use to
left,
follow the
right.
full unit, I guess. Let's end the turn. I don't even know what's happening now. Like so many things are happening. Let's call one more unit. I can.
What? Oh, yes, I'm on it.
Damage the highest unit in the battlefield by 15 and boost the lowest by that amount damage. Okay. Let's try this. What else? Let's damage.
What you look?
5 because there were no eggs there, and there are a lot of 2s, so let's damage all the 2s and enter. So let's do blood and take 2 cards. Yeah, let's do him and her, I guess. Him here.
As ordered.
Her here.
When will you ever learn?
Enter. I think I can just pass it, man. Yeah, let's just pass it, man. Okay. There must be a letter here somewhere. No letter? Okay. This is okay. Let's go here, finish this, and then we'll see what we can do. What up, people?
Meave now witnessed a sorry sight. A mass funeral for miners killed due to a tragic convergence of events. Their lead caskets lay upon the snow, wreaths of hop cones laid upon them in turn. The mourners waited for the diggers to finish. The digging was tough, for the ground was frozen. As the crunch and thud of picks and shovels continued, the dead miner's foreman scrambled onto a boulder to make a speech. Angry shouts and loud booing stopped him.
You knew it! You knew they'd smelled vapors, but you ordered them to keep digging till it blew up in their faces!
Make the daily quota whatever the cost, eh?
You've blood on your mitts, whoreson!
A mourner then picked up a chunk of frozen ground and threw it at the foreman. Blood spurted from the gash that appeared on his forehead. The first dirt chunk was followed by another, then by a rock, a brick. Meave realized that if she did not intervene, the foreman stood to be stoned to death.
Damn.
Something had to be done quickly. Meave saw this clearly. She spurred her mount and rode into the cemetery, pushing through the throng, then stopping before the foreman, the horse shielding him from further blows.
Calm yourselves! Silence! His guilt cannot be decided here. It must!
Before Meave could finish her plea, a large rock thrown from the crowd struck her bosom, nearly knocking her from her saddle. Upon seeing this, her Lyrian escort lowered spears and drew swords and rushed at the angry mourners.
Shino Kren!
Isbel cried out. Her hands began to radiate a fierce light that blinded both dwarves and Lyrians alike.
Have you lost your minds, all of you together? Not had your fill of misfortune yet? Lower your arms at once.
Whether the power of Isbel's magic or the force of her appeal had the greater effect is difficult to say for certain. Either way, both sides suddenly lost the desire to fight. Meave breathed a sigh of relief, aware that if not for Isbel's intervention, a great amount of blood would have been spilled at that cemetery.
That's good.
Well, we may have gotten a wee bit carried away. 'Tis good you brought back some order.
Yes.
Knew there'd be a stink cause of this. Knew there'd be a stink cause of this.
Dear son, if you open the family tombs, it can only mean your father has passed, and now rest in peace beside me. Please do not grieve, for this is the way of life, always has been and always will be. You're the head of the family now. It won't be an easy undertaking, but fret not. I set aside a sizable sum for your very day. You'll find it where we used to watch the sunset. May your future be long and bright. I think I saw some place like that on the map. Oh, it's here. Right here. And we'll be stealing from that dwarf and making it ours, I guess. Let's keep moving. Take this. Look at the map again. Yeah, let's handle these missions.
The Lyrians ascended the highest section of the Mahakam Range. Snow crunched under their boots, cold air stung their lungs, and the wind snapped at their cloaks. Meave wiped sweat from her brow and turned to Reynard.
There! By the rocks! We shall...
The rest of her words were drowned out by a powerful blast. The entire mountain rumbled with a low, vibrating roar. The sound grew louder, echoing off the rocks, splitting their ears. The Lyrians looked around, disoriented. Few heard Gabor's warning.
Dinna just stand there! Get behind the rock! Quick! Hurry!
Meave followed the dwarf's gaze and cried out in terror. The snow stuck to the mountainside had started to slide down the slope, sending up mists of icy dust. Before she could react, the white torrent knocked her to her knees, crushing her and smothering her into the ground. All she felt after that was all-encompassing cold and fear. Meave survived. The dwarves who ran to the Lyrians' rescue dug her out of the snow in time. Some of her soldiers were not so lucky. The queen looked at their bodies, blue, frozen. Next to them lay dead horses, demolished wagons. The losses were enormous. Meve wiped her cheek. Her tears burned her frozen skin. Gabor spoke a while with the leader of the Mahakam Guard Patrol that had come to their rescue. His face was dour.
What? What have you learned?
I tell you all in good time. First, you need a warm drink, good victuals.
No, Gabor. I need to find out what in blazes happened here.
I think last video we learned that there was a person who was going to take us to a place, and then they're going to attack, I guess.
It was an avalanche.
Of course it was an avalanche. I'm no fool. But what caused it? What was that noise?
Signal horns. Ours.
So you brought this snow down on us? Dwarves!
Well, aye, but, unawares.
Explain, in brief.
See, we clean our mount regularly. The way men folk shovel snow off their roofs. Otherwise, the whole shebang would come tumbling down on our heads. When snow's gathered deep enough, we blast our horns to cause a controlled avalanche. Then we need to, sweep up a wee bit and the road's safe.
All well and good, but why did you decide to clean up right as I was passing through?
I'm wondering that myself. Schedule says next cleaning should have been a week frae now. But someone asked the route to be cleared earlier.
Who?
Meve, I'll tell you. But first, promise you'll...
Who?
Hey. Owain ep Glenvog, the Nilfgaardian emissary. Must have found out you'd be going through.
The bastard. Reynard! Reynard!
Wait! Wait! I understand you're a wee bit upset, you've every right. But you'll never prove Owain meant you harm. The sly weasel will make sure he didn't dirty his own paws.
I've no such scruples. I'll find him and kill him.
And then? How'd you tell that tale to Bruva? Meve, you're justly taught, but for the love, just this once, let it go. Or you'll leave Mahakam with nae a scrap to show for it.
Moments later, scouts reported Owain was camped to the north of the accident site. Meve had to decide how much she was willing to risk to get her revenge on the Imperial emissary.
I mean, he killed most of my people.
By the elder sideburns, I'd no notion anyone was in the Vale. Nilfgaardian said the road was clear. The Horsons. What a mess. I'm so sorry. With all my heart. What a mess. What a mess.
Okay. Let's look at the map. Something must have updated. So, let's see where we are. Let's do these quests and keep moving forward, I guess. What is this?
There, milady.
Whispered one of the scouts.
Left of the path.
Meve squinted. The Nilfgaardians had taken shelter from the falling snow under a rocky outcropping. The smell of roasting meat wafted from their campfire, and echoes of laughter could be heard. The black-clad soldiers had reason to celebrate. They had just decimated Meve's company without even drawing their weapons. Meve's gaze caught something else. A metal container into which the Nilfgaardians tossed bones once they'd been gnawed clean. It looked strangely familiar. Only after a moment did the Queen understand it was an overturned Lyrian helmet dug out of the snowy grave of one of her men.
The Horsons.
Meve hissed.
They'll pay for this.
Meve! Asking you last time, keep a cool head.
Whispered Gabor.
You want vengeance? I get it. But think of the cost. If so much as a hair gets plucked from Owain's head, Bruver will never forgive you. And you can kiss any hope of aid goodbye.
Silence followed. Finally to be broken by one of the scouts.
Milady, what's the order? Do we attack?
No.
Said the Queen after long deliberation.
But milady, they...
I know what they did. And that I shall never forget nor forgive.
Said Meve, placing a hand on her scout's shoulder.
But breaking Dwarven law only plays into the Nilfgaardian's hand, causing us to lose allies and our chance for victory.
Maeve brushed the snow from her trousers and straightened her spine.
Avenge our comrades we shall. Not here, but in the fields of Lyria and Rivia.
The Lyrians resumed their march with heavy, beleaguered steps, their path still piled high with the snow brought down by the Nilfgaardians.
I hope this has some effect on the king.
While passing the mining settlement of Kolstog, Maeve heard the sounds of battle.
Hey-ho! Into the fray, lads!
Expecting she would see monsters swarming dwarves, the queen set off at a gallop to the rescue. Her braid blew about in the wind like a banner, showing her men in which direction to attack. The dwarves she saw, however, were not engaged in a battle against Shaelmars and Barbigazes. No, they were going at one another. Luckily, no weapons had yet been drawn, but given the dwarves have hands the size of bread loaves, this did not necessarily mean there would be no deaths.
Oi, lads!
Roared Gabor Zigrin.
What's this foolishness? Calm the hell down, damn it!
Gabor's intervention proved successful. The dwarves limited themselves to verbal jousting. Maeve, who was no stranger to barrack room talk, nonetheless turned crimson at the dwarves' cursing. Piecing together the obscenities, Maeve concluded they were debating an old quarrel about the height of a certain mountain, or rather of the twin peaks atop it. One of them lay in the territory of Clan Dahlberg, while the other in the Hoogsland. Each family felt their peak was the highest, all measurements indicating the contrary being total fabrications.
Queen,
started Gabor, nervously chewing his moustache.
they're asking if you, as yin impartial and a fair-minded wench to boot, wouldn't wish to settle their Egypt squabble once and for all?
Maeve knew well that this type of age-old quarrel could easily end in bloodshed, so she resolved to help. Representatives of the two clans gave her a strange mechanism she was to use to measure elevation. All that was left was for the queen to button her coat up to the neck and scale the twin peaks.
Time to end this delicate feud, once and for all. Time to end this.
Okay. So I climb the peaks and then measure them. First, let's go here and dig up the treasure. I don't know. Let's see. Let's measure the twin peaks.
When she and her force had travelled half the way to the first, she heard a long roar that made snow shells detach and descend. Without waiting for her scouts to return with reports, Maeve drew her sword.
Okay. Fighting on a steep mountain slope is no easy task. The Lyrians struggled to find solid footing in the snow, propped up by spears, their eyes squinting under the ice-speckled throws. Whether the beasts they moved with ease, leaping from rock to rock, long talons scraping menacingly against the stone. It's a short battle, which is nice. Continue. Let's look at the battlefield. Okay, there's no... there are no... you know, the person does not have a leader. Turns out my party is not doing so well, I guess is the best way to describe it. They don't have good morale. Let's just remove Barnabas as well. Oh no. Did I not keep? Yep, I did not keep. What does this to every turn damage the lowest unit on this row by 2. So I will not play a unit on the bottom row for once. Let's play a trinket. Should I get a doggo as well? Let's bring in another unit.
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Let's bring another unit.
Scheiß! In time!
This is good.
Eyes up, lads! They're flying straight for us!
Let's call the healer.
When will you ever learn?
And let's burn.
You mad? Don't shake that!
Then the turn. Wow, that's a lot of boost amount. What else can we do? Let's burn the bottom row as well.
This could hurt!
Quite the clever little contraption they gave us. Work of a gnome, of course.
What is that? Let's use this unit.
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Move these units up and down. And let's attack. I have a phone call. I'll just be back. Okay. I'm back. Let's do more, I guess. In turn, my healer is gonna die now. Okay, let's call in more troops.
Left, right, left, right.
And let's attack the wolf, because it's not gonna be a good time for it later. And let's kill the other wolves. Let's end turn. Whoa, bear, slow down. Damage all units on the enemy row by 2. If row is biting frost, damage it by 4. So he damaged my unit by 4.
My spirit's willing and how the order.
Okay. Let us give him, and let us give him charges. The reason this is what I wanted, so that the biting frost goes away. And
Thing about slings, they hide well.
let's attack this thing, I guess, and let's move these 3 things, and let's attack that unit and enter. Okay, what else can I do? I can use this person.
You sure about that?
Deload 15 units of damage, so kill this guy and kill this guy, I guess. Let's end the turn. Let's use this unit.
We'll catch 'em all!
What does this do? Okay. Okay. I think I'll need to consume a unit. Yeah, let's consume this.
Not sure for what just yet, but
Why not? And let's enter. Okay, let's move these units to the other side. They're all damaged. Let's play our card. Oh no, we can't. Let's damage this unit more. Just because. And let's damage more units. Let's end turn. And David.
Take those measurements and let's be gone from this place.
The Lyrians managed to repel the monsters and reach both peaks. Upon each, Meve ordered her men to take the measurements. While waiting, she admired the breathtaking view of the Mahakaman Massif. The dwarven contraption left no room for doubt. The peak within the Dahlberg clan territory was 2 feet higher than that within Hoog territory. Gabor was clearly displeased with the results.
Oh, damn it all! I'd hoped you'd prove Bruver's clan was in the right. He'd have been content to see the Dahlbergs knocked down a peg or two, and, possibly, he'd have been more inclined to help you,
said the dwarf in frustration. Then, after a pause, he added,
Although, only you saw what the device showed, Queen. Perhaps you could, recalibrate the results a wee bit?
Dude, they wanted an impartial person, they'll get an impartial person.
To lie would be simple, true.
said Meve.
Yet to forget the matter would be so much harder. No, Gabor, I shall tell the truth.
The Queen's tone made it clear the discussion was over. Gabor let the matter lie, and Meve's force began its descent down the mountains.
Let's collect a coin and go down and tell them that
The dwarves of both clans had been waiting with bated breath for the expedition's return and report. As soon as Meve announced the results, the Dahlbergs rolled barrels of beer out into the square and began to celebrate. Naturally, the Hoogs were disappointed, yet they accepted Meve's results as final. At last, they had come to trust her.
that's good.
Dalberts are the dwarfs we need. Every hoogs are dunderheed. Dalberts are the dwarfs we need. Every hoogs are dunderheed.
Riders are really good though. The riding's really good. But I can't kill any of these guardians because the king would get us upset. Let's try to do this thing and this thing once more before we continue, and then we can move here. I guess there should be a save waypoint up there. If there's not, then we might be screwed.
For frostbite, you'd best avail yourself of some honeydews. Even better if you had a wee nip of vodka. Oh, snotters are frozen solid, not just those in my beard. Once we're neath Carmen, we'll find our way to the tavern, set our arses down by the fire, and sip mugs of mulled wine.
Okay.
Oh,
Let's register our waypoint.
As Meve neared
hell?
Langbridge, she ordered her bugler to announce her arrival, then retired to her tent to freshen up. Gascon was already inside, awaiting her.
Ooh, queen.
I do not seem to recall summoning you.
In that case, I must tell you to fret not. Nothing wrong with your memory. I've come with no agenda. Spontaneously, call it, to chat.
Then I propose you leave. Just as spontaneously, call it. I must don fresh clothes. I'm to see the Elder soon, and I'd prefer to not smell of horse sweat.
Doubt it'd make much difference to him. And be assured, I know what I speak of. When last we met, I found myself standing downwind of him. A pungent experience.
My patience is near its end, Gascon. Either state your business, or I shall have the guards escort you out.
Not a hint of a sense of humour.
Nope.
There's something you ought to know. And decidedly before you meet with Bruver. The sites we cleared of beasts. I ferreted a bit. Noted something peculiar. Any notion what it was?
None. The monumental dwarven architecture, perhaps?
Bones, my dear Meave. Dwarven bones. Now, guess what I found on them?
Wait, don't dare give me any hints. Bite marks.
Of course. After all, they'd been gnawed clean of all flesh by monsters, incidentally making it quite easy to spot other markings. Ones made by axes and swords. To be certain, I showed the bones to our medics, and they confirmed my conclusion.
So somebody killed the dwarves and then threw them those places.
Meaning what? That the entire clan, the Fuchses,
did not perish due to an invasion of beasts from the depths. The monsters merely ate the bodies and occupied empty homes. Now, I shared my discovery with Gabor, and guess what he did? He panicked. He started to squirm, babble nonsense. I wager my right arm, he's hiding something.
Blast. Overly eager to aid us from the start he was. I might have sent something. I shall have him summoned at once. And I thank you, Gascon. I won't forget this.
Minutes later, Gabor stood before the Queen. At first, he tried to mislead her with evasive answers, but as her pointed questions demolished one clumsy excuse after another, he had to give in.
Oi. As King Desmond said after a hefty squirt in his hose, we can't sweep this under the rug.
If you think I welcome jests in this moment, you err. My fingers itch to summon the hangman.
Right. So... 'tis true. I misled you. On our clan elder's orders, supposed to make sure you destroyed Burr's Rump and Davor's Abyss thoroughly enough to leave nae a trace.
What? Why? What did they wish to hide?
They was home to the Fuchses, our mortal enemies. They'd been a-boiling our heinies for ages, thumbing their noses, taking what they want when they want, and the Elder-in-Chief didn't gie a ploughing whit. So to stop them, our clan, we did the unpardonable. The Ziggurin elders saw their chance and they...
Killed everyone.
Gods. So you were responsible for the deaths of all those dwarves?
Me? I didn't raise a finger. Tried to stop them, in fact.
No witnesses survived, meaning you must have murdered the entire clan. How?
Queen, you sure you...
I am. And you should be sure to answer in full, omitting no detail.
A few years back, we got pummeled by a horrendous winter. Stone-breaking frosts, whiteout storms, avalanches. Made travelling a painful form of suicide. Hunger drove beasts out of their dens. Pass was covered in the filth. Got to where they paced rout outside the walls. Fuchses fought a hard, bloody fight to keep the critters out of Davor's Abyss. Lost near every axe-wielding dwarf they had. Only survivors had to winter at Burr's Rump. Our elders felt such an opportunity wouldn't knock again. After killing the town's meagre guard, they set fire to it and barricaded the gates. They didn't stand a chance.
Bastards. How in the world did the truth go undiscovered?
Once it were over, Zigrins who came back from that never were the same. If you'd only gandered their gaze when they had us all take a vow of silence. And then...
You invented that blarney about primeval monstrosities the Fuchses had awoken by mining too deep. A riveting tale, and one with a moral to boot.
Aye. But the elders worried Brewer would suspect something all the same. That's why they wanted you to destroy all the evidence.
Repugnant. You claim not to have taken part, but neither did you do anything to stop the massacre.
What was I to do exactly? The elders had decided. Nae a dwarf would listen to me.
You might have informed the Elder-in-Chief. The guilty would have been punished.
The guilty? You dinna ken Brewer. He'd punish the whole clan. Women, children, nae exceptions. Maeve, Queen, I'm begging you. He canna ever learn of this. Aye, I want a hack flame too when I think what the elders done. But t'other way it'd bring but more pain and death.
You've got a lot of nerve, making requests after lying.
Trying to ensure you ken the stakes. But you'll do as you see fit. Like always.
I need to consider what's right. Meanwhile, Gascon, make sure Gabor remains our guest.
Of course. I'll let you know if he so much as rolls his eyes towards an escape route.
Damn. Okay. That's a lot of disturbing information. Let me do one thing. Let's go here. Let me just pause the video and like see on. I think YouTube has a solution for it. So let me see the solution for this cursed puzzle, which I am not about. I can't solve. Snowball fight. So I'll look up the solution and then we can solve the puzzle. I guess, hopefully. I'll just pause for a moment. Okay, I'm back. I think what my problem was with this puzzle was like I was not willing to let anybody
There's a time to reap, a time to
die
sow.
using my units, if that makes sense. So what was the thing? I keep my unit here, I guess.
Aye.
And then I use this.
Thing about slings, they hide well.
Let's forfeit. Yeah, let's start with this.
This harvest,
and turn,
reaping black-clad
and
heads.
this, and turn, and this.
There's a time to reap,
turn,
a time to sow, and a time to die.
and then
Bigger they are,
this,
easier they are to
this,
tap.
and turn. 2 of them will die. And then this.
Aye.
Turn. So what I was doing wrong was I was
Thing about
trying not to
slings,
kill
they
my
hide
units
well.
like this. If you kill your units, there are still more units on this side, and it's fine. So let's
Should have listened to me, old lady.
And again, let's kill my own units
Hey?
like this. And turn. And good one. That was easy once you know the technique, I guess, or whatever. And there's one more thing right here. Let's like, how do you go down there? You go down to, I don't know, like I think you go here, up. Yeah, I'm not gonna do this thing because it's not worth it. Let's just pick stuff up from here and then we'll end the video, and on the next video maybe we can try and hopefully talk to the king and move the story forward. Day 234, first day of winter, going to be mighty rough. So cold the pickaxes are freezing on our hands. Had to cease work. Day 239, snow has started. 2 meters a day, no plowing visibility. Chimneys barely poking out of the snow drifts. Day 245, monsters attacking from all sides. Hard to hold ground, huge losses. Day 250, had to abandon the mine. Retreating to Boru's Rum. Will return come spring. Yeah, it kind of makes his account or understandable, where they actually moved to Boru's Rump and then got slaughtered. Cool. So that's, I think we've done with most of it. We can go and get this, so that my units are well motivated. Kirmeave. Let's look at the map. Yeah, I think it's this side. Yep, now they're motivated, and now we can go here. And yeah, this will be it for today, because I know that the final thing will carry a lot of time, and like I don't have the time right now. I need to rest. So bye guys. If you like the video, click like, maybe tell me what I need to change or what I need to improve on. Yeah, bye bye.